All right, man. I need y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm not about to start this reaction video until you subscribe. Now you sitting here and you still not subscribed. You're weird. Like that's weird as fuck. I'm killing. But we're just gonna start the reaction video. At least you watching the motherfucker. But nah, Adam 22 just fired my nigga Almighty Suspect. It do hit different. It's crazy. He just shattered the town now, so I'm tapped in with Almighty, nigga. It do hit different. It do hit different. And I was just about to do a reaction video of what's the name talking about how much you get paid and shit. Sharp or whatever his name is. He been popping up on my shit. But let's see what's going on.
I have an announcement. Many of you are probably expecting this. As of today, Almighty Suspect will no longer be a host on No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground, there was a confrontation last night between Brandon, a.k.a. Bucci Bear, a.k.a. Dark Brandon.
What the fuck? So, nigga, this shit happened yesterday? Like, I damn near want to go look at the clip because they really did shout the town out. I ain't gonna cap. So, I really appreciate Almighty Suspect for bringing up Tulsa on the platform. Like, I halfway feel like that's why he got fired. It wasn't even that. Why y'all blackballing Tulsa? It do hit different when y'all don't want to put Tulsa on. And we low key them niggas, you know.
And Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out. Both of these are infractions that I fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident and I have felt like I was a little too lenient. Like I feel like that incident, even though we managed to skate essentially because we got Kelpie to sign off on suing us, I think it was extremely lenient of us to not fire Sus at that time.
Type shit.
And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple of times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay.
What's crazy is Almighty Suspect do be hype as fuck though. He'll be as sharp as hype. So basically, any black bill on this motherfucker, nigga, best get anything like nigga. Even you're like the what cell phone, home phone. What's his name? Home phone. Basically, home phone got kicked out the show because they was talking about how you mess with trannies and shit. And he like, damn, I didn't know it was a tranny. Don't do me like that, gang.
But yeah,
you next. Look, hey, look. You next, gang. Hey, man, sit your ass down, mind your business, and if you messing with a motherfucking trend, then motherfucker just say, nigga, fuck it. Don't give a fuck, nigga. Come back and get that check.
I just feel like we just can't tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not gonna come on here and trash him. I'm not gonna treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated with having somebody on camera who we have like essentially no assurance is not going to fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. I mean, honestly, the loose cannon situation.
I feel Adam though, so bro gotta kind of feel Adam. When it comes to work, you know when if you get in a fight at work, like unless you run the establishment, you're gonna get fired. Unless somebody come to you and then they're gassing you first, and then you just like, nigga, what, nigga? I'll get on that real quick type of shit. Then it's just like, even then you can still get fired. Like you damn near just gotta get your ass beat the fuck up and be quiet. Like that's how this life should work.
Has been a very bad look for the brand. There's definitely been artists who are just straight up like scared to come here to do interviews because of the fact that they've seen that clip and they just feel like violence is just a normal everyday thing here. So that incident from last night.
But at the same time, that wasn't no real fucking Adam Jumper interview though.
Not a good look. and we just have to take sort of decisive action in order to avoid that. Now, was Brandon instigating? I think that's fair to say. But that being said, instigating with words is one thing. And if maybe this had been brought to me afterwards and it had been said like, oh, look at the way that Brandon was talking to him, blah, 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 maybe then it would have been a conversation. But the reality is that Sus is the one who got physical with it. And to me, it's an easy decision. If it had been the spit alone or the knife alone, it would have been an easy decision. It being both of them at the same time, it's an easy decision. Now,
basically, it was gonna be an easy decision regardless. Adam's in there firing motherfuckers like you, the damn fire department out in this bitch.
I will address this narrative that I know that a lot of people are going to probably want to run with.
That he be firing all his black guys and shit like that. Either he's racist or some shit.
Since apparently Flacco ran with it in his video. Lush, do you feel like you're at fault?
Not at all. like 0%. But I think the whole way it transpired is really unfortunate. And I wish that there is a way that it didn't have to have this result. Like, I understand from a business perspective why, that can't be tolerated. And obviously, especially considering the negative stigma that's already kind of lingering as a result of the loose incident and things like
that. Yeah, no jumper. And he trying to keep this motherfucker up. So any negativity is like, fuck, bro. So I get it. I definitely do get it. And now Almighty got to just get on his own money shit. Nigga know how to get a bag. Nigga know how to work. So regardless, it's just you probably not going to be able to live up the same type of lifestyle as you would, even if it's only 7 bands a week, 5 bands a week. That's a decent amount of money for a regular nigga, like in any state. Like, you're going to be able to pay your bills at least type shit. Like a week? That mean, or is that a month? Did they say 5,000 a week or a month? I think it was a week. So that would be what, 10, 20,000 a month. That's decent amount of money. What the fuck? Did Twitty, Tia Tobbs, that's nigga 200. Like, nigga, you get beds out of a year. Nigga, you go get over 100 beds.
Like that. But I just
way over 100 beds, over 200 beds.
The whole intention when we did when Brandon debated against iHypocrite and subsequently debated against me was to try to give people a variety in the type of content that we have over here. Because I feel like, there's been a consensus.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit about to be whacked though. You just got rid of Almighty. You already lost Sharp. Almighty gone now. The bigger black, like, I don't these other two niggas, bro. No disrespect to y'all, bro, but I don't know y'all for nothing. Like the white dude that's talking, I've seen a couple clips of him in this past like 3, 4, 5 months. Been yes, but nothing that excites me or feel like it was real good conversation. Like the black guy, yeah, I've seen him have real good conversations about all type of shit. He's been around.
Is that
good luck to this motherfucker no jumper, nigga. This motherfucker, y'all need me. Do I need to hit up no jumper? But I would have to change my whole life and say fuck my little shit and be like, nigga, it is what it is. I'm about to go live my new life. No jumpers out.
Been somewhat
they do it different. What I might as well
pigeonholed in.
I'm about to hit up no jumper now. Hey, Almighty, bro. I just would have worked there for like a year, get my foot in the game type shit, because I'm already type. Like, I already didn't make it as a rapper. It's not like I'm trying to come in and blow up as being a rapper or something. I'm a content creating ass nigga. I just want my face to be right there. Cheese.
Certain genres of street rumors and activity, etc. And this is kind of like our attempt to ease our way back into highbrow content, or at least a balance, a variety of content.
I mean, a lot of us watch Jubilee. It's like one of the most popular channels on YouTube. Yeah. I love that kind of content. For me, yeah, creating those debates was an easy decision. That being said, I feel like you're trying to pivot away from the fact that you wanted to get Suspect out the paint so bad that you set him up in an environment in which you knew that he would resort to violence. Because you still hold a lingering animosity towards Suspect because of the way that he
laid you out,
knocked you on your ass.
It's actually quite the opposite. It's me, because if you look at it like this, what is the whole number one talking point of the white nationalists, of the racists, of the hypocrites of the world, of the Nick Fuenteses of the world, is that quote unquote per this is what they say: black men have low impulse control. Black men are unable to blah, 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 blah. And that was kind of what Brandon's intention was when he came over here as an agent of chaos, similar to the agent of chaos that he was in the Tariq Nasheed orbit. You feel me?
But to call Brandon an agent of chaos, when even like
I think it's a perfect description of him.
Okay, but even when the show started, from like my perspective, like if the goal was to have them two sit down, talk out their issues, and have like a neutral field, even like when like they began like to argue, you could like clearly tell from like your laugh and laugh and every, it felt like, oh, okay, this felt like a pile on Brandon, and it kind of felt like okay, is he coming around because y'all enjoy him, or is he coming around because you felt like let's get one up on Brandon today? And that's why, and
it was a whole messy situation. They threw him in the church so they could bring up some toxic shit and being messy. And then
I felt like once it was going left, again, not just you, but everybody in like in the room had a responsibility to sort of like say, hey, yo, chill. But even, okay, for example, even before like their sit down, but what I told everybody, again, my plan was to come here and say, as a team, we thought it was good to have them sit down and on camera. But since y'all opened up the rabbit hole, I said beforehand, what? Hey, bruh, this will end bad. Do this. And everybody said, no.
Which is true.
You feel me?
Which is true. Now
I predict everything that happened.
I was on the road, and for the record, in the group chat, I just want to lay out how this went.
Yeah.
It was brought up in the group chat. Adam's not here. Who should we have on the Tuesday show? Yeah. Lush said, let's get Brandon and Suspect together. And then,
you might want to scroll up a little bit.
You reached out to them, and they both, obviously Brandon was down from the beginning, but I was informed that Suspect was down for it.
And in the debate, too, he even brought up the fact that he wanted Suspect and Brandon to sit down.
Who brought that up?
Again, I ain't watching, but you told me that.
Okay. So let's clarify a few things. To address to your first point, as far as from a moderation perspective, could I have done better?
You was laughing hard every time Suspect said something. It was
Hey, stop trying to compete for King Glazer. All right?
Oh my God! Come on, man.
This is already my title.
Okay, sorry.
You don't need to cuff the balls that much. All right. So yeah, just grab them.
You got to do that.
Little nails feels great.
I'll let loose. You feel me? And off the ball.
So here's the thing. Number one, could me
pause as fuck. My bad, I was late.
Objectively, when I look at myself, because I hold myself to a really high standard.
Yeah, we do.
Could I have been a better moderator? Absolutely. Now let's look at some of the things that I was dealing with, the unforeseen. I was not aware of the full extent of the lineup until 2 hours before the podcast. And then, so keep in mind, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Make sure we get good content.
But it's your show. What do you mean you wasn't
hold on.
aware?
I'm towing the line between, because we like conflict. We like arguments. We like that energy. The whole point of No Jumper is controllable chaos. But when it becomes uncontrollable, that's where motherfuckers got to intervene. Now,
but don't get past that line, though.
Hold on.
I wasn't aware. Why wasn't you aware? It's your show. When Adam isn't here, it's your show.
I am not the producer of the show. I'm the A mic when Adam's not here.
Nigga, it's yours. Okay.
I'm the A mic when Adam's not here. Nigga, duh. Basically, you the motherfucking. That's what I'm saying. I've seen you the last couple months. Like, I ain't gonna act like I ain't seen you now. This nigga right here, I ain't even heard him talk since the motherfucking thing. So it's really getting bad because there's niggas that don't even talk in the motherfucking podcast. Then we got the black OG that he's really that's the nigga, bro. That's why I'm like, bro, y'all get him going. I'm done with No Jumper for a fact. Really, I'm not done with No Jumper. Really, it's Adam. At the end of the day, this is Adam shit. I want to see you interview EBK J-Bo, like do the new rappers and shit. I know that time when era was gone, the exes and the people that like had uncontrollable like blow, like you see them blow ups like fucking crazy. You don't really see that type of shit no more. Yeah, you got star bands, but that's nothing like how an XXXTentacion or a fucking Trippie Redd or fucking everybody that you was getting the baby, like you was getting motherfuckers when they was at like not even hit their peaks yet. You was getting people while they were still getting 10,000, 20,000 followers a day. This is the type of followers niggas getting a day. I remember at a time when I was getting like 200-300 followers a day, 400 followers a day, 600 followers, and then that shit slowed down a little bit, and then I was getting 100, and I'm getting 100. Nigga, ain't nothing better than when nigga you blowing up. Nigga, you watching that shit. Nigga, like I felt a blow up before. If you ain't felt the blow up, you don't understand type shit.
So these conversations, regardless, I'm not trying to.
Wait, wait, pause. Okay, sorry. A producer gives suggestions, meaning this, okay? If I'm on right the like Thursday show, okay? I don't care if Josh and Remo says, "Hey, yo, let's have these three." No, nigga, if I want for these two people to be here, they're gonna be here. I mean, if Adam isn't here, it's your show. Did they?
Well, clearly I don't have that jug because when I brought 150 people here and they weren't even allowed in the building.
You could have told Josh and Remo
that narrative out the water.
You didn't, like intentionally do that. Like,
no juice card.
Bro, no.
Just to be fair. Okay. If I really had juice to that degree,
you might not have known, though, right? But again, if Adam isn't here, this is your. And if Josh and Remo says, "Hey, bro, bring these," no, you can say, "No, I want one for Suspect,
look,
Brandon, and these."
Let me clarify. I was very happy with the panel.
Okay,
you feel me? But here's the thing.
Did anybody know Bizarre was coming? I had no idea.
I didn't know until.
So they sprung that on you guys too.
Yes, I knew an hour and a half before, which I was. Bizarre's my friend in real life. I was excited about that.
Shout out Bizarre, yeah.
Shouts to Bizarre. That was awesome. I wish he could have been there longer. Now,
was he still there? Was he there when the fight took place?
No, he dipped
he had just left.
He had a video shoot with Be Real that night, so he dipped beforehand and shit.
Which thank God, right? Because that would have been a terrible.
I mean, thank God. But he probably could have helped with the security. He's a big dude. He could have, maybe
would have been a little bit more viral if Bizarre's I mean, really, if they just kept the camera on. Well, honestly, we have that camera.
Ooh. No, we have the angles.
The funniest shit about it, honestly, just to get past the fact that it's sad that Sus is not going to be on camera anymore, but like the way that Munchie did this, Munchie went.
Got some popcorn. You got popcorn, huh?
Like, I don't know exactly what happened in his brain, but he like popped into like a squat.
Yeah.
And look,
it's
we all know physically.
Security footage. He almost fell off the back of the couch.
Yeah, that's what I was worrying about when I was watching it too. Yeah.
And we know that I'm not the most physically imposing figure, but if you watch the footage, I did hop up and try to get in the mix. Like, there's been other times where I didn't. And this time I did.
And who was the security guard? Like he looked like he was like
he's the man.
Coop, yeah, he was
the
always
man.
at the store and stuff. He's super good, yeah.
Coop pushed Brandon back.
He's super small though. Like he's not really.
He's not super small.
He's a lot smaller than Brandon.
Okay.
He's smaller than Brandon. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But look,
he looks small because of Brandon.
So Flacco, keep in mind, I'm trying to make entertaining content. Keep the show flowing with topics. Make sure that we get the clips that we're supposed to be getting, and simultaneously make sure Bizarre's included and our other hosts, and not look like a bitch. You feel me? Yeah. Which is a crazy thing when me and Brandon have this not contentious relationship, because me and Brandon are actually hella cool. But
not really though, man.
No, really though.
I'm not gonna let you get that off, man.
No, we really are.
We have some issues, but I don't.
No,
think
we don't
hate each other, right?
We have no issues.
No, true, but super cool is not even like a viable option.
They did a debate.
Yeah.
Cooler than you think we are.
I did a debate, and I mean, he gave you a hard time about being a druggie a little bit, or
Adam just blasted this shit,
alcoholic or whatever, and he kind of called you like a glazer and a wannabe black dude type shit, whatever. Like, but
and the sky's blue.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like,
no, Lush. Listen, no, Lush. Thing is this, bro. Like, you tried your best. So again, by no means am I saying it's on you. I'm saying
No, you made a whole video with that implication already. Before that, nobody was
No.
even thinking that. I get hell inboxes. This is your
Yeah,
fault,
no.
Lush.
I'm saying, right, like in the future, man, because for me, when I look at this scenario, it's not even like a situation of, oh, we didn't know. I told you beforehand this would happen. And I laid down all my reasons why this would happen. And it kind of went ignored. And I'm saying is this, okay? Even with the aspect of your suspect didn't know until the morning of, that's crazy.
That is crazy because but there's the thing, he got a new number.
Yeah.
And I guess Josh had been texting his previous number. I didn't know he had a new number.
Yeah.
Josh had been hitting up his previous number. But at the end of the day, it would have been nice for him to know way in advance, but he didn't know, and he ended up showing up regardless.
Yeah.
And he knew that he was going to be on camera with somebody that he doesn't get along with. And I see a lot of people saying, Brandon is so confrontational, Brandon is disrespectful, etc. Well, suspect is those things as well, but then
This nigga so happened got a new number, fucking up shit.
suspect also, opened it up into the realm of physical violence, which is something that I just don't want this podcast to be like, male baddies. To any
And
extent that we don't
Suspect
have
did
to.
call him like a first, which again,
Several times.
Yeah,
But
that's a good point.
But
Right.
hold on.
Honestly.
Like, Adam, remember what we discussed last week on the No Jumper Show? Triggers. You know what I mean?
Don't stab me. That's my trigger. Don't fillet me.
No Swiss Army fileros, you feel me? But on top of that, like you said, which is pretty obvious, your kid is like a line that people can never cross. And Hefe echoed those sentiments, and he said the B word. I said I have no triggers. You can say whatever you
Shit.
want to me. I'm not gonna turn up. You feel me? I might turn up and go crazy, but I'm not gonna. There's nothing that anybody can say that's gonna lead me to a physical confrontation.
I also just think though that like as long as we're talking triggers,
Shit, somebody talk about anybody you care about that's dead, nigga. That gonna trigger anybody, low key. Type of shit. In they face type shit is diabolical. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit's diabolical.
not wanting someone to insult your kid is a much more reasonable trigger than the B word, which is a very common word.
For
Not
sure.
that common to call other dudes that, but
No, the B words. No.
But also Suspect was saying
exactly.
it before
Yeah.
Brandon started saying, and Suspect kept calling him a fag and all this other shit. And it's
yeah,
like,
he was.
it's like, I mean,
But okay, so what's the so there is a difference though, since we're talking about that now. There's a difference between elementary insults, literally like grade school caps,
Sure.
and personal attacks. What did Suspect really do to attack Brandon's character? Brandon is bringing up that's really like personal and potentially embarrassing about Sus. He's talking about, oh, you got put up or whatever, the BPS thing. Da, 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 da.
But Joe started that though.
Who started that?
Because when the show started, again, Brendan said, "Yo, let's just go to topics," and then wait, and then a topic started off with the assist shit, and then I feel like what like sparked it off was when Suspect was like, "Yo, if you like did not attack me, you wouldn't be here. You ain't shit," and then he responded back with, "Well, if you acting right." Like uncontrollable. I think he says like beta. Then if that's what it took for me to be here, then like so be it. So I feel like it. And he was trying to do topics. Y'all
No,
wanted
no.
have
Fuck
the
that.
back and forth.
Shut the fuck up. You're wrong.
Okay.
No, and this and this is the
But
issue.
that's
No.
what happened, though.
This I have a huge issue with what you just
Okay.
said. Trying to do topics, we literally had Sharp in the title. Torso Gate was part of the title. The first two topics on the screen said Sharp's name. We're trying to discuss it. I'm bringing because it winds up becoming a random conversation about pimping and would you buy a purse and a bunch of random. Me as the A mic on the show, doing what I'm supposed to do to clip farm, which is what we do. I go back to f***ing Sharp because that's what he said. We ain't trying to talk about Sharp. You feel me? Like, nah, Les, you're not reading the room. I'm like, Dick, this is the topic that's predetermined.
Well,
So don't talk about how he's not only that, then Young and Hefe's like, you know what? Because like obviously it got redundant at a certain point. Young and Hefe's all, yeah, let's go to the next topic, Nipsey Hussle. So I go, okay, next topic is Nipsey Hussle. We go start discussing that. Then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, I see what you're trying to do, Lush. You trying to like pit black men against each other. You trying to disgrace."
But he
Nipsey's
could think
legacy."
that certain topics is dumb and still want to talk about other topics. I'm saying at the 14
But he wasn't
minute,
discussing the topics. You're
14-minute
mischaracterizing
Well,
what
that
happened.
is very bad podcasting. Like,
Thank
if there
you.
are topics to be
Of
discussed,
course, sure.
they should be
Sure.
discussed.
Common
give
sense.
it
Sure.
10 minutes because like rejecting topics
Yeah,
and
of course.
acting like you're too good to talk about them or
No,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm anti that.
That part right there, man. All these is y'all need to like, comment, share, subscribe. I ain't about to do too much extra.